Hello all. This this is the second part of files. So in the previous lecture we have seen how to declare a file pointer, then how to open a file, and how what are the different modes of operation of a file, and also how to close a file. So in this lecture we will mainly see about fprintf and fscanf, that is how to read a file and write a file using fscanf and fprintf. So reading and writing text files. So reading from a text file, we have different functions. Fscanf is there, fgets is there, fgetc is there, fread is there. So these are the different. These are the four different reading operations, the reading functions for a file. So scanf gets. We have already seen what is scanf gets function, getc function also we have seen. So we have added some f here. So it is similar to that scanf. F scanf is similar to scanf. Similarly, gets is similar to f gets is similar to gets. Like getc is similar to getchar. We have already seen. Okay. Now, write to a text file. We have functions like fprintf, fputs, and fwrite. So we have already seen puts function, printf function. Okay. So in this lecture, we will mainly see about fscanf and fprintf. In the next lecture, we will see fgets, fputs, and fputs and other read and write functions. So fprintf. So it is similar to printf. So printf we have already seen. It is formatted output function. So it is similar to that printf function. So except that its first argument is a file pointer. So in the printf function, the first argument will be a string and the second will be some variable name. So here the first argument will be a file pointer. So we have to specify the file. In which file we have to write. Printf means instead of writing in printf statement, what we do is we will be printing it in the output console. That is in the terminal. The whatever we write inside the printf will be printed in the terminal. So in fprintf, whatever we write will be printed, will be written in the file. So we have to specify the file pointer also. So remaining two arguments are the same as printf. Only the difference is first argument should be a file pointer. So this means we have to write inside the file. So writing is done on the file instead of the display. When we use printf, it will be in the display, whatever inside the printf, it will be displayed in the display or the terminal. So this is the syntax for this fprintf. A file, we will be declaring the file pointer, then we will be opening that file in write mode, and after that we can print. So first argument is a file pointer, and after that we can write anything. So if it was printf, we will simply write double quotes. Within double quotes we will be writing hello world / so it will be displayed in the display or the terminal. But if you want to write this thing in the file, we have to specify that file pointer also. So ptr is a file pointer. And if you want to print some two values a and b, you will write simply printf %a %d. But if you want to write it in the file, you have to specify that file pointer also. So that is printf. It is similar to printf. Only thing is the first argument we have to specify the which file we have to write that thing. Okay. So we will see an example. So vim file 1.c. So this is stdio.h. Then we have to use this stdlib function also. This printf, fprintf and all are an stdlib function. Okay. Now a main function, and we have declared an integer num. Now we have declared a file pointer, file star fptr, and we are opening that file. So we know how to open a file. We have already seen fopen function. Within double quotes we have specified. So this is a file name abc.txt. So if this file is not existing, then a new file will be created, and because it is in write mode, w mode. So it means if that file is not there, it will be created, and that w it will be opened in write mode. Okay. If it is already existing, then it will overwrite whatever we write. It will be overwritten. So I think this file is already there in my thing. So So it is already there. See, I have written some values. 3423 is written inside that file actually. So this will be overwritten abc.txt because it will be overwritten because it is write mode. We have already seen the previous lecture. Okay. Then we will be checking this condition. So we have all to check whether it is pointing to null. So if there is some error in the file name and all, it will return a null. Here there is no error in the file name, so there is no problem. It won't exit. Then after that, you are asked the user, this will be displayed in the terminal. Enter a number and you will be entering and you will be storing in the num. Now you have to write this num in the file. For that you have to use fprintf function, and you have to specify the file pointer. Then after that, that %d, that formatting character should be there. Since it is number that should be written, it is integer type %d, and the third argument it is number. The only difference is you have to include a file pointer. Now this will be written, that number, whatever the number you have written will be entered in the file pointer. So that's the only difference. So in order to do this, you have to specify the file pointer. So we'll run this program and see. Okay. Now I'll compile it gcc file 1.c. So there is no error. Now ./a.out. So when you enter, you will be asked to enter a number. So enter a number. So you can enter any number. So I am entering the number as 1412. I am entering 1412. Now that's all. It will terminate. You don't know whether it is written in the file or not. So you can see that. So if you check this ABC, so you have to check inside the documents, inside the C program. So I am remaining in that C program folder. So it will be written in this folder ABC. So that file will be here abc.txt. So abc.txt is here. So I have already shown that earlier it was some other number. You can see that it is 1412. Whatever I have entered, it is in this file now. Okay, it is inside this abc.text file. So it is already there. So whatever it is written, you can open in Vim editor also, vim abc.txt. So if you open that, you can see that it is already written there. Okay. So abc.text. Now we will come back to the slide. So this is how fprintf. Now if fscanf, so it is similar to scanf. It is works similar to scanf statement. We have already seen this. Except its first argument is a file pointer. Here also the remaining two arguments are the same as scanf. Reading is done from the file instead of from the keyboard. When we use scanf, we will read from the keyboard. Whatever we type from the keyboard will be written. Here we have to read whatever from the file. Fscanf. When we use fscanf, it will be from the file instead of from the keyboard. So here end of file for a text file is checked against special character. So sometimes we need to check if there are more number of elements, we have to check the end of file. So we will be checking using end of file EOF character, or we can use FEOF function also. We will see this end of file and FEOF. In this lecture we will see how to use this FEOF function. Okay. So we will see some examples for this. So I have already a program file 2.c. So this is a file program. So here num file star fptr. Now I am opening the same file abc.txt. We have already written that file. Now I am opening in read mode. So if it is not there, it will stop the execution. Since it is already existing, this won't be executed. Now I am using this fscanf. The first argument is fptr, the remaining is same, ampersand %d, and you have to use ampersand num. Since it is scanf operation, you know that address should be specified. Whatever is there, the num address location will be read. So it will be stored in that num. Now I am printing that value of number, %d num will be printed, and I am closing this file. Okay. I will run this program. So gcc file 2.c, gcc file 2.c. Now after that I will run this program /. You can see that whatever I have written already 1412. that will be read, 1412 will be read from the file. So this is how you can read and write from a file. Okay, now I will show another example, vim file 3.c. So this is another file. Here I am writing num equal to 25. So here I am opening in write mode. I am writing another file abc1.txt. So here inside this if statement I am checking whether it is correct, if it is perfectly okay or not, whether that file pointer is null or not. If it is not null, then all these three statements will be executed. So first printf, I'll be writing hello and there is slash n. So in the next line it will be jack, percentages jack will be written in that file, and there is slash n here also. Then after that I am printing it. If printf, I am printing it percentage d slash num. So num will be printed. Okay. So I am writing hello Jack and a number 25 will be written in the file since it is opened in the write mode. So I'll compile it, gcc file 3.c. Now I'll run it ./a.out. So you can open the file and see it. So here abc1.text is there. So you can see hello Jack and 25 is written in 3 different lines. Okay. So in this way you can write a file. Now I will show one more example, vim file 4.c. So here I am opening a file, pointer. Now I am declaring an array. So here I am entering 5 numbers and I am writing it into a file. So int n equal to n of 5, fp equal to f open. I am opening the file. I am giving a different name num.dat and it is in write mode. If there is some error, it will return null. Otherwise, if it is null means this will be printed, unable to open this file for reading. And if there is no error, then inside this braces we have some statements. This is first statement printf. So printf enter 5 numbers to be stored. Now inside this loop for I equal to 0, I equal to 5, I less than 5, I plus plus, I am scanning 5 numbers. So one by one I am scanning, and whenever I scan, I am writing it into that file using this fprintf statement, fp percentage d slash n. So one line by line, in every line I will be writing n of 5. Whatever I scan, n of 0 will be written, n of 1, n of 2, like that, 5 numbers. And after that I am closing that file. Okay. So this is to enter 5 numbers. So gcc file 4.c, now ./a.out, enter 5 numbers. So I am entering 23, 45, 12, 11, 47. So I have entered 5 numbers. Now you can check that file num.dat file. It will be there in this file. So here it is there, num.dat file. So you can you have to use some other because since it's a dat file, you can have to use some application, or you can open in vim editor also, vim num.dat. So you can see the 5 numbers that are written in the file. Okay. So that's all. Then I think I have one more program. Let me see. One more program is there. Vim file 5.c. So in this program, I am reading that file. Whatever I have written in the previous file, I am opening that num.dat in read mode, and I am printing that 5 numbers. So I am checking whether it is null or not. If that is not existing, then it will stop execution. If it is not null, then this will be printed. The 5 numbers will be printed. Then I am checking this end of file. I have to print till end of file. So I am using FEOF function. FEOF. So this will specify the end of file. So FEOF, inside this argument is file pointer. So until it reaches the end of file, this loop will be continuing its execution. So it will be reading one by one. and printing it. Okay. GCC file.c. So you can see the numbers are, when you run this, all will be printed. So that's what we have done here. So here we are opening that file in read mode and we are printing this statement. Then after that you will be checking this end of file. So end of file can be checked using FEOF function. So there will be an every end of file, there is a EOF character will be there as the last byte, EOF, that is 1A. So it will be checking whether that file pointer has reached that 1A. So if it has reached, then we have to terminate that. So until it reaches that file, we will be repeating this. That is why not FEOF, not function, not FEOF. Until it is not reached that end of file, it will be repeatedly stating. So first it will be fscanf fb, first number will be scanned. After that, I am using, I will be printing that percentage d. I'll simply print it in the terminal. Printf means I'll be printing that number in the terminal, and new line, next line it will be going. Then again it will be checking whether it is end of file. Then it will be reading the second number and I'll be printing it in the terminal. Again third number, like that it will be repeating. So we can use FEOF function to check the end of file. Okay. So this way we can use this fopen. So fread, fwrite, and we have already seen this FEOF also. Okay. So that's all about fprintf and fscanf. Thank you.